Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. This week, Mayor Bill Neary took center stage at the Children's Summer Theater as the Lion in Androcles and the Lion. The mayor also proposed a new multi-use facility to be located on the Heavenly Farms property, which the township is hoping to purchase in the near future. Stay with us for more on this story during this week's Town Council review. Also this week, an open house at Rutgers Gardens off Riders Lane. Two of a Kind appears at the last of the season's Wonderful Wednesdays. And in another program by the Division of Recreation, the VooDudes. For the past 39 years, the last weekend in July has meant the annual open house at the Rutgers Gardens off of Riders Lane near Route 1. It's a chance for the public to see what the gardeners have been doing during the current growing season, to attend lectures, purchase plants, and to have the opportunity to sign up as volunteers to assist the garden staff in the upkeep of the facility. Here's the superintendent of the gardens, Daryl Kobeski.
Today is our annual open house. It's a showpiece for the Rutgers Gardens. We bring a lot of people in to kind of show off what we're doing, show off our annual garden, and show off everything else, our tropical displays, and just all our other plant material. It's a very good time to come and see the garden. It's and good performance, being in the summer, and we also have a plant sale, kind of to supplement the displays, and ask the expert tables, so homeowners can come in with questions or problems that they're having in their own yards, and they can hopefully get those questions answered. And we also have a couple of lectures going on, some things with water gardening, tropical plants or new plants that are being put out onto the market. Just kind of let people, keep encouraging people to garden and let them know what's new or what's coming out or how to address old problems that they're continuing to have. The Rutgers Gardens officially started, I believe it's about 10 or 12 years ago. The university wanted to sell the property, and our director, Dr. Hamilton, kind of stopped that process by telling the university how important it was to as an educational facility for the university for the agricultural and landscape students. So he kind of got his foot in the door. The university said, if you want it, it's yours, and kind of stopped doing all sorts of maintenance. And then got started working with a lot of volunteers and volunteer labor coming in to start cleaning things up. And what's behind us right now is the Donald B. Lacey display garden. That was one of the first things that was started taken over by volunteers. And then we've floated into student labor and then into 2 full-time staff is what we have right now.
Today, the gardens are open for the public to come, but they can come any time of year. The gardens are open every day of the year from 8 a.m. till dusk. And certainly we invite you to come out during any other time as well. The gardeners are here today. The Donald B. Lacey Display Garden program has about 40 volunteers, and we also have 3 youth groups that are planting the garden beds. We start in probably early February, and we work in a greenhouse, and we start probably about 80 to 90% of these flowers are started by seed by the volunteers. We also have some very good connections with some retail greenhouses in New Jersey, such as Q-Pack, Haggerty's, and Beyondy's. And they help us by either starting some plant material for us or growing it on once we seed.
The Township's Monday night concert series wrapped up this week with a performance from the VooDudes. The free concerts have been taking place every Monday night in July in the municipal courtyard. Here's a taste of the spicy New Orleans flavored music the VooDudes served up.
Man long time ago, kid, before you was born, dude, I was still single and life was great. I had me a job as a traveling salesman, and I traveled from state to state. I was standing on the corner of Lafayette, state of Louisiana, wondering what a city boy can do. Just get a little entertainment, drink a little red wine, dance along with the Cajun girls, nothing to let it go. Along come a young girl, and she was pretty as a prayer book, and she was sweet as an apple on Christmas Day. I said, good God, good, this be my good luck. If she is my prayer book, I get on my knees and pray. She was standing on the corner of Lafayette, state of Louisiana. I was wondering what this here for.
Dancing in the sun, cradled in their watershed, all the rivers run. Y'all live on a planet so big and blue, all the rivers run. So much to learn, so much to do, all the rivers run.
Hi, this is Jillian Angeline here for the last Wonderful Wednesday of 2003. Two of a Kind are here for an encore performance. They've come to double the fun for the whole family. Before the show begins, come with me to get a little background information from this talented couple. Hi, Jenny and David. How long have you been working together on the road?
Well, we've been performing together for about 15 years, and we've been doing this full-time for the last 7.5 years.
Wow. And do you ever work separately?
Not really, not too much. I mean, we have in the past, but pretty much the only time that we do performances separately is when our kids are really sick and one of us has to stay home with them.
Why did you choose this profession?
It's a lot of fun. We like singing, doing music.
Yeah, and we actually decided to become full-time musicians for our children when we had our own children, and we wanted to be able to have more time with them. And this particular lifestyle allows us to be with them a lot more than if we had regular jobs.
That's a good idea. And what is your favorite part performing for children?
Well, kids really react strongly, and you can tell if they're enjoying the show. They're very cute, and we just enjoy interacting with them and bringing joy.
I lead a double life. I lead a double life. I am an amphibian, the very first animals that swam in the sea, adapted to survive, changing gradually. It took millions of years until they walked on the earth, but this story is retold with each amphibian birth. I lead a double life. I lead a double life. First in the water and then on the land. I lead a double life. I lead a double life. I am an amphibian. Tell us some more about those amphibians, will you, Jane?
There's a harlequin frog with its brilliant yellow spots. Sicilians look like worms and they can tie themselves in knots. The giant salamander can grow up to 5 feet long, and the narrow-mouthed turd sings a wailing song.
Okay, kids, let's hear those. Before the days of Jello lived a prehistoric fellow who loved a maid and courted her beneath the banyan tree. And they had lots of children, and their children all had children, and they kept on having children until one of them had me. We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history, from my great-great-grandparents reaching up to me. We're a green and glowing family tree.
My grandpa came from Russia, and my grandma came from Prussia. They met in Nova Scotia, and my dad in Tennessee. Then they moved to Yokohama, where my daddy met my mama. Her dad's from Alabama, and her mom's part Cherokee.
Sing it with us. We're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history, from my great-great-grandparents reaching up to me. We're a green and glowing family tree. Now let's see those cotton-top tamarins. Hold them up. and you can help them know. There we go, here we go. The cotton-top tamarind lives high in the trees. The dad takes his parenting seriously. He gets lots of help from the sisters and brothers. He carries the babies more than the mothers. He's not just monkeying around. Animal dads, as much of a parent as a baby ever had. They know what to do through the good and the bad. Those good old animal dads. Yay!
If you missed these 4 fabulous shows, come on out next year for lots of free family fun. A big thank you to Jeff Litt and the Division of Parks and Recreation. Have a great summer. This is Jillian Angeline signing off for This Week in East Brunswick. Come on out next year for lots of free family fun. A big thank you to Jeff Litt and the Parks of
Dancing in the sun, cradled in their watershed, all the rivers run.
Y'all live on a planet so big and...
At Monday night's town council meeting, Mayor Neary roared not only from his role in the Andrew Cleese and the Lion play, but also regarding a new multi-use facility plan that he proposed last year.
I also want to point out to you on the agenda tonight, you have a resolution or an ordinance regarding some real estate property that we have in town. I just thought it'd be a good time to revisit this question. This is an opportunity that we have as a township council and as the administration for selling some township property to a developer so that we can use that revenue to build ourselves a multi-use facility. The developer will be coming before the planning board in the very near future for a proposal to build 12 to 15 homes along Dunham's Corner Road at the site of the current YMCA and Grange facility. We all know the Y is selling their property in order to pay for the brand new facility on Tice's Lane. The improved YMCA will obviously increase the facilities and the usage from their present location, and it's something that I think many residents will use. Last year when I brought this proposal before the council, the old council, it was tabled regarding the administration's proposal to sell the adjoining property next to us so we can convert that revenue into this facility. I've had numerous discussions with the new township council regarding these plans, and I feel it's time to revisit the idea because in a very short period of time, this opportunity will be lost forever. So I just want to briefly summarize what I think this proposal is. We have a conceptual plan, very broad, nothing specific, but it will build about a 15,000 square foot steel building. And because of the long lease at Playhouse 22, we would also have to build a new theater of approximately 7,000 feet. This theater will house the community theater. It will also have a performing arts auditorium for a variety of different events for the entire town. And it also, because of the way the stage can be configured, have an outdoor amphitheater, which can be used for outdoor shows and even perhaps a drive-in movie theater with the concept, instead of having cars, we can use blankets and beach chairs. Understanding that the remaining 8,000 feet can be utilized for a wide variety of uses. We can use it for nearly anything we want, including meeting rooms, art shows, catered events, dances, additional space for concerts, and even more. That's 8,000 square feet of meeting room space that can be adjusted in all kinds of different ways. Understand that the present library that we have, where we use most of our meeting room space, is approximately 2,700 square feet. So you can more than double, almost triple, what we have for meeting room space. This will provide us a building that we can use for so many uses for our residents. And the cost of this building will be approximately $1 million. As we go into the process, we can obviously refine those and define those numbers a little bit better. But this is the approximate value of the property that we have along Dunham's Corner Road. We need obviously to get the property appraised. It needs to go out for bid, and we need to hire professional people to put the plan on paper. But what we believe the property value will only be this high if a developer did not have to start from scratch with a whole totally different plan. We know that legally we'll not be able to deny new home construction in the residential zoning. We know that the result of the YMCA development will be a better YMCA at its conclusion. And we also know that the township's old buildings will be requiring a great deal of work in the future. By adding 3 to 5 new houses to the project, our community will have the benefit of a multi-use facility that can be added to in the future as our needs continue to grow. The major difference between this proposal and the one that I had last year is that I would like to see this facility placed along Heavenly Farms rather than along Crystal Springs. The open space area will give us the room we need and still provide a great deal of additional room to make adjustments in the future.
The mayor had many supporters in attendance, and a public hearing will take place on August 11th.
The Playhouse is very supportive of investigating the possibility of the new facility for the theater.
I came this evening to say how positive I thought the proposal that the mayor was making as far as the new or potentially new arts center or arts building.
Briefly, I'm here to just support the mayor's proposal about the land. I think it's a win-win for East Brunswick. As a taxpayer, I always like to see some land put back on the tax rolls once in a while, and also think that the board will use its wisdom to find a new home for Playhouse 22. Thank you.
The next town council meeting will be held on August 11th in the municipal courtroom.
Hi, this is Lisa Buckwalder for East Brunswick Human Relations Council with a Cultural Minute. This week's focus highlights the Dragon Boat Festival, which has a 2,000-year history in China. In recent years, it has spread internationally and is celebrated around the world. How did it come about and what happens during the festival? Several explanations surround the origin of Dragon Boat Festival, but one of the most popular ones involves China's famous statesman and poet, Chu Yuan. It is said that the patriotic statesman and poet drowned himself in the Milo River in despair and political protest over the government regime of the time, and the local fishermen raced over and attempted to rescue him from his death. In order to prevent the fish from devouring his body, they threw dumplings into the water and to feed the fish, and splashed their oars and beat their drums. This day is commemorated on the 5th day of the 5th month in the lunar calendar, so it changes slightly each year, but is often in June. The tradition has evolved of celebrating the date with rice dumplings wrapped in bamboo leaves and holding action-packed dragon boat races. In Hong Kong, there are detailed and colorful boats with 20 to 22 rowers who sit in pairs to power the long, thin crafts. These boats have elaborate dragon heads and tails, and a drummer sits at the front to urge the crews onward. After the local talent has raced, over 100 teams from around the world compete in the event. Among other locations, there are also races in Toronto, Canada, and Queens, New York, which are closer to New Jersey and a little easier to get to. EBTV and the East Brunswick Human Relations Council are interested in hearing about your culture and its traditions. Please contact us with ideas that can be shared.
High School. This week, the Summer Theater had a guest star in their play, Mayor Neary. In Andrew Cleese the Ferocious Lion, he played the lion. Let's get a sneak peek on these lions' thoughts after the show.
Great! Yeah! Don't worry, we'll protect you.
I'll get the... What is it? That's a thorn! Why are you... No worries. I'll get it out. Zip! Oh, but now it's bleeding. You gotta find something to bandage it. Hey. Spike this. This should work. Good as new. Oh, thank you so much. I get the better. Dizziness.
Mayor Bill Neary, yeah! And I want to thank you for helping us. And I want to say the kids really enjoyed working with our mayor. He's a wonderful sport, really. Okay, thank you. Well, I'm really happy that Elliot said that the children enjoyed working with me, because I think that might add to about 10% of the enjoyment I had from working with them. I want to thank you for being the most talented people, the young people in all of East Brunswick, and making me feel so welcome. Thank you.
Hi, Mayor Neary. What was your role in the play?
Hi, Jillian. I was the lion. I was the big, ferocious Monstroso, the lion.
You did a very good job. And how did you prepare for your debut?
Well, first of all, I got big. That made it a lot easier. And working on being ferociousness means I had to show up for rehearsal this week a couple times so Elliot and the gang could teach me how to roar a little bit louder and a little rougher.
And what have been some of the highlights of your experience here?
Oh, the highlight, first of all, is something that I thought it would be a highlight from the beginning. Working with Elliot Taubmanslag, and after 44 years of doing this, I know he has it down to a science. But working with the most talented young people in all of East Brunswick really energized me and made me feel a whole lot better, because the performers are really, they're tremendous. And so was everybody in the cast. It was just great.
Do you want to do this again next year?
We'll talk about it next year, okay?
Hi, Carol. How long have you been coming to Children's Summer Theater?
This is my 8th year.
And what was your role in the play?
I was the Fat Empress, as you could see.
And hi, Andy. How long have you been coming?
This is my 9th year here.
Wow. And what was your role in the play?
I was Androcles.
Well, you all did a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
If you love to act on stage or work behind the scenes as crew, sign up next year for a summer of theater and lots of fun. It only takes 3 hours each day, and on Friday you get to show off your talent and skill. There are 2 performances left this year, Alibaba and the 40 Thieves next week, and Puss in Boots the next Friday. So come on out and watch a fabulous show take place before your own eyes. Ooh, ah. Are the sounds you'll hear from the audience the whole show. For This Week in East Brunswick, I'm Jillian Angeline.